Welcome back to the Fortnitely podcast. I'm your host, Commander24, and I'm here with Britboy96.
Hello.
And Falcon Hunter.
Hi.
So, guys, the Epic Games are finally back from their Christmas break, and that means that we got our first real update of Chapter 5. So the V28.10 came out last week, so we're a little bit of a week late, but we thought we'd give it time to actually play it and explore the update, and then we'd come and tell you all about it and our thoughts. So, should we thank the bus driver and jump straight into this?
Yes.
Woo, let's go. So, the first probably big things to address in this update are the two new items. So we've got the EMP stealth camo and the new cardboard boxes, which have replaced the old green ones. They're now mythic, and they
Which don't make sense.
Yeah, and they've got a new look, haven't they?
You think the mythic guns on the floor, and then and then you go over to it, and then you're like,
invisible, the stealth camo thing, OP. When you're in the
They are
middle of a
brilliant.
fight, you turn invisible, res your friend.
They are like the best thing.
You can turn invisible, then walk up to the player, and then if they have shield, deactivate it.
And
it will shoot EMP.
Yeah, it does the shield break. So it's kind of a combination of the EMP bomb and the
Shield
gloves,
breaker,
the
yeah.
cloak gloves from last things. Well, yeah, it's probably more the Predator because they're a bit less. They're way better than the cloaked gloves from last chapter.
Well, yeah, but
I think
the
they're way better.
Predator one was probably the best because you literally went invisible. You could barely see anybody. But this one has like a green glow to it.
Yeah, but I think the green glow's like the right amount. It would be better if the only tweak I would make is if the glow changed depending on what bio you were in. So if you were in like the snowy bio, it was like a white glow.
I would do it blue because then it would blend in. It wouldn't blend in. And then green.
Yeah, but you could do like a slightly like a grey shade, and it would stick out from the snow. But that's what I mean. Like the green's really effective when you're in like the grassy bit, but when you're in like the snow biome or like the frenzy sort of side where it's slightly more yellow, like you stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that is probably the funniest new item they've put into the game in a while. I have had so much fun, and I'm genuinely spend half my time being like, I don't know what to drop to pick this up, but I don't want to walk past it either. So what would you guys rate this new item out of 10?
7. 9.5.
Yeah, I'm going like 9.5. I think it's definitely a win.
8.5.
A valid 9.5.
So the other one is the new cardboard boxes, which for anybody that thinks this is a brand new item, it's not. They were here before. They were just plain and they were trash, and you couldn't shoot out of them. But now you can. What do you guys think to it?
Rubbish.
But didn't in that season where they had the original cardboard box, didn't the person pop out of it?
Yeah, like you broke the box when you came out, kind of like the snowmen. The snowmen are basically just a reskin of what the original cardboard
I
box.
think it's the worst idea Epic's ever had.
Yeah, it's
Because why would you use it in a match? You wouldn't be in your box, put on a cardboard box. You'd rather be boxed up in invisible than sat in a cardboard box.
There is one slight bonus that they kind of work like the bushes did, where if somebody shoots you, they've got to shoot you again to do damage. So it kind of gives you like a shot cover if against a sniper. Yeah, it kind of helps with the sniper,
and
but
you can throw multiple rounds.
Exactly, so it'd be harder to hit you, unless you have the medallion. Do not use the cardboard box if you have a medallion, because the whole box just glows blue with you. So it's really obvious to tell which box you're in. The amount of people that I've seen jump into a box, I'm like, I know which box you're in, because there's a massive blue light coming out of it, mate. Snipe. Goodbye.
But that didn't work because they were in the box.
Well, yeah, but when you know which box they're in, and you like, I don't know whether I'm just a weirdo, but I always put the drum mag on the sniper when I'm modding them. Anytime I get a sniper, I might run into the thing.
You can't put the drum mag on it.
You can put the drum mag on the sniper.
It only lets me put the speed mag.
Oh, well, you can put it on and it gives you 5 shots instead of 3. So then you just bam, bam, bam.
The best thing about the best sniper you can get, any scope, speed mag, angle 4 grip, silencer, all that.
Yeah, you have to put the long scope on the front bit.
Yeah.
The silencer.
Oh, the silencer.
The silencer is...
And it reduces the noise.
Yeah, it reduces the noise
Yes,
and then
it's a
muzzle flash.
silencer. Silencer makes it silent.
Supposedly they were meant to be
silence, so
adding in
game's
more
rivals.
attachments soon, so I'm interested to see what ones they'll add in.
Imagine you could change the back bit to a really long one where your arms are like this and when you're shooting.
You can actually change it.
You can't.
So what do you guys rate the cardboard box out of 10 then?
0. Screw epic.
Point 2. I give it a point 2 out of 10.
Point.
So,
0, 0, 0, 0.
next big thing, Solid Snape is finally accessible. What do you guys think to the Solid Snape
don't
skin? Have
like
either of you
it.
guys
I like
unlocked
the
it?
first style. I don't like the goggle style.
Is that the old Snake or the new young Snake?
Young Snake.
Oh yeah, the
Old-
old Snake looks weird. I'm
Old
not a big
guy.
fan of that.
Old guy looks weird. Why
sure.
is an old guy got a shotgun?
Yeah. Why is there an old guy doing tactical roles?
Yeah.
Is he
And
chasing after
why
his
is there
dog?
why is there an old
He should be in a retirement home.
Why is there an old man running around with guns?
But yeah, the challenges for it were pretty simple. So you've got hide in a cardboard box for 10 seconds.
Oh,
Deal damage of 250. Deal 250 damage to an opponent within 10 meters. So that's just use a sniper within 10 meters. Problem solved. And then you've got, or use the clingers because that's well easy. And then you've got deal 50 damage to opponents with explosives. So again, just use a clinger. And then break 2 security cameras or turrets. And
That's
if you
easy.
want,
you just kill. You go to lavish and break 2 security cameras.
see, my trick for all of this, I did all of these quests in a single game. I landed at the railways just outside of Lavish. My team are going to hate me right now for spoiling our brilliant gameplay, our game strat. But you land at the railway that's just outside of Lavish. If you go into the building, so you're flying down, you land at the building, you want to go right-hand side door, slide in through there, you'll get a gun. Go up to the stairs, the door just after the stairs, go in, smash the roof, you get a blue chest from there. If you're lucky, there'll be a chest in the room opposite. Boom, that's 2 things. Sometimes the blue chest will always spawn there as well. 100% spawn rate in that house for a blue legendary chest. So you're always guaranteed at least 1 purple gun. If you're really, really lucky, sometimes you get 2.
People that start this season are probably my friend started this season and he's actually doing quite well. He's already level 45
Nice.
and started yesterday.
Oh, damn. But yeah, so go there. Then you want to go into the main room of the train station because there's a boss and you can just kill him. And then he drops a key card to unlock a vault underneath it, which is going to have another blue chest in it. So you've got 2 to 3 blue guns at this point.
Well,
And if you're really, really lucky, the last building on the train thing also has
or
a
it
blue
could be
ones.
Purple or gold.
Well, yeah, but minimum purple.
I'm lucky. I always
and
get gold.
there will always be at least 1 cardboard box there, and you are guaranteed to pick up some clingers from that loot as well. So then there's a camera on the building with the boss, and a camera just before the vault. So that's that challenge out the way. You put on your cardboard box and you walk over to Lavish. Problem solved. And then all you got to do, snipe a couple of guards. Or, well, to be honest, you can't do the damage on the guards, but you follow your way into Lavish. Somebody is going to be rushing Lavish for that shotgun and that medallion. And all you got to do, snipe 1, clingers on the other, problem solved. Tick-tock, bish-bash, that's your quest done in a single game. And then you've got page 2 of Snake quests, which was use an EMP, stealth camo 3 times.
That's kind of hard. If you do it in one match, you can't really. You got to wait at least a minute and a half to do.
If you
It's
carry
30
it with
second
you, if
window.
you carry that item with you from the beginning of the game to whenever you're eliminated, if you make it to like final circles, it's easy to do in one game. But yeah, I can see why some people are struggling with it.
I did it easily. I just stood in a box waiting.
And then you've got deal 2,500 damage to opponents with a weapon that has a suppressor.
That's hard.
Easy solution. Stick a suppressor on every single one of your guns, and as you've gone to Lavish anyway and hopefully killed the guy with the medallion,
You will
if
get
not the
it.
boss, you've got access to a mod bench. Boom! Stick a suppressor on everything. Anybody you shoot, it's going to do damage. Problem solved.
No, guess what? I hit the sickest headshot that I've ever done. So it was so clean. I was playing with Commander 24. And then we were playing duos. I'm just running along. I see a kid. I quick scope him. Headshot.
Nice.
205 damage.
And then So your next one is use hiding spots in 5 different matches. If you go in the tunnel system, the drains at Lavish, that counts as a hiding spot. So then you've only got 4 more matches to do that in, which if you do the same technique 5 times, you're fine. Then you've got assist in opening 3 vaults or hack 3 train chests. So you've already done 1 chest because you've done it at the train station. You then do the second vault, at Lavish, and then you can go back down to the train station and jump on the train. Boom! Another one solved.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Well, the train...
You've got to wait for the train to come back.
Yeah, but you've got one or two things. Either the train's going to spawn there to begin with, and then come back round, or it's going to give you some time to go in there and then come back.
Did you know that?
And failing that, there is a vault just north of Lavish, so you can do literally a straight line and do all 3 vaults.
Did you know that if you
No, it's like north.
At the start of the season when I saw the trains, when I first saw the trains in the game, I thought there was multiple trains, but then now I know that it's just one big train.
No, it's one big train that goes on a loop and it swaps sides and it slows down slightly and restocks at stations, but it only ever restocks the main chest, not the side ones. But I really wish they'd done something. Like, there's a few adjustments I want them to make to that bus by the next chapter, which is either swap it around so that the longer the train gets untouched, the higher the rarity, or make it that it starts at like mythic and then works its way down the longer it's not touched. But just something to make it more worth it, because nobody goes for it anymore. That's the point, though. You want to push people to play like the best stuff. You want to get the best the guns. You've got to fight people, because that's what lowers down your quantities quicker, and it's going to make your like competitive games a lot more interesting.
And you're going to want to train harder to get wins.
Yeah, exactly. But it will give people more motive to do the things that are in the game, like the caches. Nobody opens their cache anymore because it's only blue. If they'd kept the colour systems.
For bait.
Yeah, like you might do it to bait somebody, but half the time you won't get anybody shot because they'll be like, yeah, I can't be bothered. Unless you're in a ranked game. If you're in a ranked game, they'll come because they're like, oh, I want the med kits, or I can see where somebody is, I'm going to kill that person because it's a kill on my thing.
No, they're just doing it to... They're trying to get as many kills because the more kills...
Well, exactly, yeah.
The more kills you get, the higher your rank goes.
And if your caches are spawning, you're kind of starting to go into the later game phases, so they're more likely to rush you. So at that point, you're just setting yourself up to fail. But anyway, so moving on from... They're just a couple of adjustments I would really like Epic to make by next season.
And on the train, in Winterfest, they could have changed
Christmas themed it.
Yeah, they could have Christmas themed it to either the Christmas Express.
That would have been also the Polar Express, yeah if they'd done
the
that.
Polar Express. Or they could have just done
Also,
like a Sergeant Winter.
Can we quickly call out Epic Games? Because in the last 4 days, they've decided to drop all of the Winterfest skins. We are now in January. You have taken away the snow on half the map. Why are you now giving us the white skins and the Christmas themed skins? We had the snowflake emote like literally yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Where was that before Christmas? I get that you want to make people spend their Christmas V-Bucks, but why not give them stuff they actually want to buy when they want to buy it? Nobody's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get that snowflake in the middle of January. It's such a good idea.
They're not going to buy it mid-year.
Exactly.
Almost the end of January.
Yeah, drop it Christmas Day so that people are eager to go on the game.
Spring.
Or drop it Boxing Day, which, yeah, I get that, like, your main fan base is kids, and your kids are going to be having family time, but I know enough kids that were playing Fortnite on Christmas Day, and Boxing Day, and Christmas Eve.
They want to spend their V-Bucks.
Yeah, because they want to spend the V-Bucks.
Or if there's a secret skin.
Yeah, or, like, family time is done, and they just want to go play their new console or whatever they got.
All of you out
like,
there,
kids will be on the game.
When you get V-Bucks, do not spend it straight away. Save it until you get more V-Bucks. Keep saving.
That's the intelligent thing. But Epic Games want you to spend money, right? And I feel like them putting the Winterfest skins out this week is like the complete opposite to a good business strategy. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. So we got a couple of things unvaulted. Well, we had one thing unvaulted in this update. The Anvil rocket is back, but so they don't want to confess that they've nerfed it. But by God, it is nerfed.
No, is it?
Yeah, it is really nerfed. It's way slower than it used to be. Its accuracy seems to be way off as well because it doesn't hit quite as it did before. Also, it has the sniper glitch, which is where it doesn't actually fire from the gun, it comes from your groin. And if you're stood, like, if you duck and go behind something, half the time it will hit the thing in front of you instead of going, like, up in the air. And it's like, this is above my shoulder. Yeah, like, if you use the snipers this season, if you go to the edge of a cliff too much, right, it will shoot the floor. You're not even crouched. It will shoot the floor. You're like, I wasn't even looking at the floor, man. Why is the bullet hit the floor? Like, I'm aiming my gun. I'm looking down my sight. Why are you hitting the floor? That makes no sense.
Never just stand still. Even if you're aiming a sniper, someone could behind you and go pew 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 pew.
Also, what is the point in putting in the anvil when there's like no tanks, no helicopters? It can't lock onto it would be fine if it could lock onto the train, but it doesn't lock onto the train. So it's like, what is the point?
That would be
What's
the point in having a lock-on rocket?
Especially, what's the point of making skins for the cars and then putting them in the item shop and they're like 400 V-Bucks, 4,000 V-Bucks? Who's going to go out of their way, buy 5,000 V-Bucks and then buy a car?
I'm definitely not guilty of having done that.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's for all the adults. That's for the adults.
I just got the Jaeger and that was it. It was only like...
Oh, the Jaeger, yeah. Jaeger, however it's
I
pronounced,
thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
Jaguar.
No, it's meant to be a Jag, but like they didn't have the licensing to use the name Jag,
Yeah,
so they've just done a
Jaeger,
rip-off.
when I think of Jaeger, I think of Pacific Rim, and then I think of mechs.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Chungus, I think I'm talking about mech. So, should we get onto the balances and changes? So, they've done a few changes. Some of these were needed, some of them are pointless, some of them are really annoying. So, the very first one, so the Enforcer AR, which is, yes, if you weren't sure, is the new one, the one that was accessible from Jonesy at the beginning of the game, and for some reason was the name of the gun from... I can't think what it's called.
It's such a rip-off.
What's the far right?
Grand Glacier.
That's the one. Yeah, it was the gun that was Grand Glacier, but it wasn't the gun at Grand Glacier. It was just named an Enforcer, but wasn't actually an Enforcer. It was what's the other one that sounds the same?
Not
Is it
Striker.
Striker AR?
No, the other one.
Not Niches. The Grand Glacier. It's
Nemesis. That's the name I'm looking for.
Nemesis.
Yeah, it was a Nemesis, but it had the name Enforcer, even though it was a Nemesis. And it's like, what are you doing? Anyway, so that has had a slight increase in bullet speed, and damage and headshot damage, as well as the reduction on the bullet drop. The AR was lagging and needed a boost to compete with other weapons, which so they've not put it quite back to what it was before it was put in the game, but it's close. It's back to being good again. And another thing to note with this gun is they've now started putting it in the sniper slots in the vaults. You know, when you go up to the gun chests. It's so annoying because it does look exactly like a sniper if you're just staring at it.
Me with my teammates, we always dibs who gets snipers and guns and medallion. And then when you dibs the sniper, there's one sniper, and then your friend grabs it before you, and you're like, "But I'm better than you."
Yeah. Or if you had a moment where you've like just killed a team, one of them's dropped what you think is a purple sniper, and another team's come in, so you pick it up and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna one shot this kid." You turn around, it's like an Enforcer. You're like,
and then you just go boom boom, and then you're like,
The worst thing is, like, in those moments, I will guaranteed hit a headshot, and it's like the one few times, but every time it will Enforcer.
Same.
Whereas if I pick up the sniper, I'm going to miss that shot. That shot's not hitting. It's going nowhere near. But if I've got that Enforcer, hit it, and then I'm like, I was an Enforcer and not a sniper. Darn.
And one thing, we need to get a Simpsons collab. We've already got a deal
Simpsons
with
would be good.
Disney due to Marvel Family
Oh yeah, they
Guy.
own Simpsons now, don't they?
So we could get Simpsons.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Imagine a buff Homer.
So the Hyper SMG has received an increase in overall accuracy. So basically, they've tightened the bullet spread. Like the Enforcer AR, this SMG was lagging and needed a boost to compete with the other weapons. But personally, I thought that was the best SMG anyway. And I haven't really noticed the change on it, not gonna lie. Which is weird because I run it every single match. So the Ballistic Shield has received a slight decrease in damage. Thank God. Required to stagger. There you go, stagger the holder. This loadout option was often too powerful compared to others, especially in zero build. Yes, it was my worst enemy. I hate people with the riot shields. If you pick them up, I am judging you negatively. And Storm, Circle Speed, Sprint Speed, and Energy Regeneration have been reverted to match the same speed of Chapter 4. These reverted speeds better fit the current ideal place for Fortnite Battle Royale. And I still feel like I'm running out of sprint every time I sprint, like way too quickly. Supposedly it's back to normal. Does not feel it. Like, I just constantly feel like I'm out of sprint again. Oh, I'm out of sprint again. What do you think to those changes, Commander?
I think they're pretty good, but especially since they did the thing with the enforcer, I just hate it.
So, other big news from this week, you might have seen last weekend, the FNCS, 2024 had begun, the Championship Series. So you had the qualifiers for it last weekend, and I think there's some more this weekend, potentially. Some major bug fixes. So Fortnite have fixed an issue where Fortnite players could sometimes be randomly eliminated in snooty steps while walking around the cliffside. I had perfectly experienced that.
I had the medallion and the gun, and it was endgame. I had 2 medallions and 2 of the guns. I walked to the edge, and then it was a 1v1, and then I died.
Oh, damn. That's not good.
Yeah.
So Fortnite have fixed an issue that could cause your crosshair to flicker in another direction while you were sliding and aiming down with a sniper. I'd had that a few times.
I was aiming forward to sprint, and then my character was like running sideways or something.
And they've also fixed the issue where using the same emote as a nearby player could result in you facing the wrong way. I like how they fixed all of those glitches, but have they fixed the sound glitch? No, they have not. Which, if you find yourself struggling with the sound glitch, where you can no longer hear your teammates, here is the tip on how to fix it. You don't need to back out. You don't need to turn your console off and reboot it. Just swap to game chat and swap back, and then you'll be able to hear your teammates again. But it's if you're playing with somebody that has like noise through their headset that isn't them speaking, so you know when they're speaking. So if you've got somebody that's background is dead silent because their mic monitoring is at 0. Then yeah, obviously it's no fun. But don't turn up the mic monitoring so you can tell when you've got the sound glitch, and you'll all be good. So that pretty much wraps up all the big news. Have you guys got anything to add, or that you'd like to talk about?
We could talk about some possible collabs.
You want to talk more collabs? Okay, let's talk more collabs. So Simpsons collab. You were saying about that. Sorry. I got distracted with the bugs and changes.
The thing is, they can't really add any of the characters. They could add the Duff guy, but really that's related to beer.
You could do Homer. I think they've done.
Have to make him buff Homer.
They could do Mo the bartender.
Yeah, Mo.
Because if they can't do the Duff man, because
I think they could do beer though.
But it's kind of related to like alcohol.
I guess. But
and most kids play, so it's kind of encouraging them.
But again, you could make it one of those like a censored skin. Like you've got Deadpool in there, and Deadpool has guns, and I think guns are worse than beer.
And the whole game.
Controversial concept, I know, but guns are actually more dangerous than beer.
No, kind of.
So,
we could have
both of them don't mix really.
We could have
they're even worse together, but one is definitely more likely to bring in
tell me one of your favourite TV shows.
I don't really have one at the moment. Because Arrow's already in the game. We've got Green Arrow.
There's this thing called Disenchantment.
Oh, okay.
It'd be cool if they added it, because there's this princess called Tia Beanie, this king called Zog,
Alpha.
And then there's this
elf called
Alpha, and then this demon called Lucy, and they could have that, and then the Alpha and Lucy as back blings.
Yeah, they could. And then they could have Pokemon. I feel like I would want to.
Yeah, Pokemon one could be interesting.
Ever.
No, because it would bring a whole ton of a fan base.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, other than skins, what you could do with it.
But people that like Pokemon are people that are playing Pokemon Go.
How about this for a concept, though? Take Pokemon and have your collab within the collab that is the Lego Fortnite collab. So, like, for a
SpongeBob.
brief period, you've got,
SpongeBob,
like, the Pokemons.
Oh yeah, people have been talking about SpongeBob. So he has like a little invisible body, but he's on the top. It's not any of our concepts, but it's someone's concept.
I want SpongeBob in
That'd
the
be
game.
cool and interesting.
Imagine Patrick running around as Patrick.
Yeah, but Patrick is Patrick.
But he would do this.
No. But, and then going back to Pokemon, you know, there's this Pokemon called Ditto who can change into any Pokemon he wants and use their powers. Basically, they could have that, and every limb you get a different Pokemon. So
Yeah,
he like
no,
transform into a different.
If you play Fortnite, you don't like Pokemon.
I like Pokemon. I play Fortnite.
I know a lot of people that play Pokemon and play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Who actually plays
different
Pokemon
languages.
Go?
This person who sadly passed away, they had like 500 phones on the front of their bike collecting every Pokemon. It's actually a pretty famous game.
Famous. Not like the worst.
More people play it than Roblox.
Roblox is cool.
No, it isn't.
It's better than Pokemon.
No. Fortnite better than Roblox.
Ooh, so a couple of leaks and rumours. Green Day will have a bundle version in the item shop.
What's Green Day?
Green Day, the band. They do the song American Idiot.
Oh.
That one.
They still... I know we keep going
they've
on
recently-
about this, but we need Michael Jackson.
Do you mean Geezer?
Michael Jackson.
And Epic Games are already playtesting Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2.
They should add AC/DC, because then that also opens up another...
No,
Yeah, the rock selection is very lacking.
Their mascot, or is that
imagine,
different?
Yeah.
Imagine Fortnite.
I want
made
Angus's young guitar.
Imagine
Angus
Fortnite made
is
a
young
new
guitar.
game and it was only sold in Ohio called Fortnite 2. No, Fortnite minus 2. And only 2-year-olds play it because it's a driving
actually,
simulator.
there you go. Something else I forgot to add. So, obviously, the Anvil and that lot got put back in last week in the update, and as of today, the 29th of January, business turrets are now enabled in the game. However, it appears that it is not sold by any NPC, only found in normal loot pools. They enabled the NPC wait for Chapter 4, Season 4 with the hotfix for some reason.
Earlier when I was on a call with my friend, he got a business turret, and he said, "What's a business turret?" And then I said, "If you throw it down, it shoots people nearby." And then I was like, "Since when have business turrets been in the game?"
Yeah, they came back today, and they also did updated Lego skins for both.
Spider-Man should be a Lego skin.
Both Star-Lord and Wanda. There you go. They both got Lego skins.
Who actually bought the Star-Lord skin?
Also,
I have the Star-Lord skin. I used to wear that as one of my
Star-Lord's
mains.
Cool. He's probably the best
Yeah.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
It is one of my top 5, and
No
the fact that you get the
offense
Milano with him as well is like good combination. Anyway, I think that pretty much racks up everything for this week. I think we've covered everything. Sorry it feels a bit thin, guys. Hopefully we'll get a bigger update next time. We haven't gone into... I don't think there was many big updates for Rocket and
They
Lego.
added a new track and some new songs.
Yeah, there's been like a few new songs, but I don't think anyone actually plays Fortnite Festival, like that listens to it. And if I'm wrong about that, feel free to tell me on X or whatever that you want to call it these days, Twitter.
I don't like X. They should keep Twitter.
Yeah, it was a better name. So, if you didn't know, I've got into the habit of map making lately, and my first one is now officially published within Fortnite, and you can go play it. Well, in fact, I've got 2, but there's only one that I want you to go check out currently. So, Deep Freeze gun game, created by me, BritBoy, is now available. So, the island code is, and I will stick it in the information part of this episode, so it's 9488 1058 1093. So the concept is it's basically just sliding everywhere and a bunch of boosters, and you've got to try hit like the craziest of shots. It's got not a great loot pool, because the loot pool is meant to be really challenging, so it's a lot of difficult guns to hit your shots with. In a lot of situations, you ain't going to hit your shots. So play it on private with a group of friends, and you'll probably have a good laugh, but it will really test you. It's meant to be difficult. That's in the work. They're still collaborating it. Annoyingly, I can put the map out with the XP being collaborated, but I need to move it because one of the buttons doesn't quite work. But I've been doing little updates as it's been out. I've been fixing a few things that I've noticed that don't quite work the way I want them to. Not yet, but I'm going to work on that.
XP secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets
There used to be one hidden, but I deleted it because before I had the publisher, I renamed all the XPs to like weird things, so they'd pop up on your screen when activated with weird phrases. So like one was like, "Bro, keep sliding," and then the other things were just weirder and weirder. But yeah, so I deleted them all and was like, I'll start from fresh when I put this out.
The Rizzler.
But yeah, that's already out there. There is another one out there. I will probably advertise the code for the second one at a later date, but it's called the Tower. If you go to my BritBoy creator pool thing on the Fortnite website, I'll make a link for it somewhere. You can see all the maps that I'm posting. I'm currently working on a map for this podcast, which is a 3 teams 30v30v30 team deathmatch. And so I'm having some difficulties with it, so it might not be out for a few months. It's very glitchy at the moment. My Xbox doesn't want to render anything. But yeah, if you guys would like to, if you wouldn't mind like dropping that a like and favoriting it, and if you want to play it, that would be cool too. But yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And we hope you guys see it. I'll send you guys the stuff in a second for it. But yeah, thank you very much for checking out this episode. We hope to catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.